Welcome back to the Teeniest Pinecone. It's Jess, back again with my next flip through for 2022. This is January through June, this is July through December. It's not going to be quite complete because I'm filming this during the first week of December, but you get the gist. Before we get into this is the Scribble Dot Black Bee cover bullet journal. I believe it's still on Amazon, so I'll link that down below. So the nameplate, I don't know how I feel about using an index. It's not that hard to find things by just flipping, but it had a space, so I used it. If you saw my last flip through, you'll see my very sad attempt at a grid spacing guide. This one's a lot better, though it's still not everything I ended up needing, but it was miles better than what I had before. And for this at a glance, I decided to do the flower of the month for each month that I had in here. And I started doing a reading tracker because this was before I officially decided to start like an official reading journal. So I'm past 20 at this point. I just kind of stopped tracking, but the books are pretty at least. Thanks to Amanda Rach Lee, she inspired me to do this Life in Polaroid spread. I'm just not creative like that, so I wouldn't have thought to do something like this, but I'm glad I did. Ignore the half-naked man for June. This was one of my characters for a graphic novel that I'm working on, and I was kind of finalizing his look. Propriety, Seamus, propriety. For this bullet journal, I really wanted to focus on getting away from the color black. If you saw my last flip through, you'll notice that most of my spreads are outlined in black, and the color is really just an accent. Not that there's anything wrong with the color being an accent color, but I wanted to get away from the harshness of the black, give it more variety. And I am the teeniest pinecone, so of course, mood tracker had to be a bunch of pine cones. Which, looking back, I kind of wish I had chosen a different scale, because you can barely make out what the colors are. Yeah. Barely. I think something I'm gonna do, I've been going back and forth on this for a long time. I don't know why. The answer is obvious. I should record myself filming weeklies apart from that first weekly in the normal monthly spreads and post them on TikTok or something, or in my stories. I don't know why I don't. I think it stresses me out. Don't ask me why. But I think that's going to be something I do in the future. I really like this one. This is one of my favorite spreads in this bullet journal. This actually reminds me of when we went to Edinburgh Castle. We went to the little tea house they have, and we got a bunch of these treats and sandwiches and stuff on I don't remember what this is called, a tiered tray. But it was really, really cute, really, really cute. Ah, the spread that started it all. I can't even describe how much I love this spread. I was ecstatic and so proud of myself when I finished this. This was hard to do. I don't think I'm ever gonna do this again. Using an X-Acto knife to cut washi tape is infuriating. It's the worst, and I hated every minute of it. And I don't even think it came out looking that great. It was a cool concept, and it The image of it looked better in my head, but looking at it now, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Again, bad tracker. I feel like that's most of us. If you're a bad tracker, comment down below. This was another one of my favorites, Rome. What can I say? I've always wanted to do some kind of illuminated manuscript, so this was really fun. Stressful, but really fun. Again, I wish I'd been more consistent with the tracking because this would have looked really cool. And you can kind of see the makings of what I meant to do in the beginning, but toward the end of the month, I completely tossed it aside. And these are pages that I specifically set aside to do a whole like illustrated Rome spread, which I still want to do at some point. I set them aside while I was in Scotland, and I remember there being a reason why I decided to wait until I moved back to the States to do it. At this point, I don't remember what that reason even was, and I haven't done it yet. So I will at some point, but for now they're gonna stay blank. I like the way this turned out. I think this color palette I used as a test for my color palette for the next month, which you'll see right now. This video did not do well. I don't think anyone watched this video, but I like it. I want this on a shirt. I need to find this pattern. I don't remember what it's called, but I need to find it on a shirt. That's it for that one. I wanted to use this as like a sketchbook. I kind of tested things out back here. Moving on. Sloth time. I'll also link this one down below. Pretty sure it's still on Amazon. I don't really like the way the starting spread turned out. Index again. Ooh. So this is something new. This grid spacing guide was definitely an improvement from even the start of the year, but it's still not everything that I need. It's interesting how I go through these spreads and I think I have everything, and the longer I do this, the more I realize I don't know anything and need so much more than I think I do. This one was really fun. This is going to be something I do in every bullet journal. I really like drawing out the themes for each month and just kind of having an overview of the whole year. I haven't drawn November yet, but I also, in this coming year, want to be more specific about goal setting, not just personally, but for this channel and the business I want to have the merchandise, even like this book that I'm writing. I just want to set very clear goals with deadlines because I am somebody who is horrible with organizing my life, and I've gotten a little bit better thanks to these journals, but I'm still pretty terrible. I want these to be full, dang it. I did not use the symptoms tracker at all. So I probably, unless I have like a really, really horrible month, I'm probably just not gonna use that at all. More highlights. I love this one. This was flying back home from Scotland, and we were flying over Chicago, and it was just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I still want to put this in an Etsy shop. I want this to be a print, 100%. I really miss my job as a barista. I've actually been thinking about that quite a lot lately. If I could open a coffee shop and not have the stress of like the risk that it takes, the money that it takes to start it up, or the risk of having it close within the first year. If it could just be a fun little project, I would do it in a heartbeat because I love coffee culture. I love making it. I love feeling creative and crafty. I like this too. I liked all the little drawings. I should do more stuff like this. I think this was the first time that I did the Tombow technique rather than an ink pad on stamp letters, and I love how it turned out. I need to do that more too. Oh, I was kind of disappointed that I didn't finish with this mood tracker. I wanted to see kind of like the field of wheatgrass. I got a little bit of the way, but then once I flew back, it was just go, 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 go with the getting all of our stuff out of storage and moving into our place and starting our new job. I just completely abandoned my bullet journal, kind of in general. As you'll see, I did this one before we flew out in preparation, and then left some pages to do the next weeklies and just never did. I even kind of started to outline this one and just never did. Then I went back and did the last week. I also filmed this before we flew out. I remember I was kind of stressed trying to get this together. I don't even think I did a habit tracker or mood tracker either for this one. So stressed that I just did the same thing for the weeklies. I didn't even want to think about making them different. And this one, I'm so sad I didn't film. There is no October video for you guys, and I'm really sorry about that because I actually really like how this theme turned out. October, obviously. Love that. And I just think this is so cute. And I filled it out and it looks so good. I, didn't really do the habit trackers, but the mood trackers were really fun to do. Love that. Love that. That's cute. So I don't know. I could have done it too, but I hadn't set up my equipment yet, and I didn't want to think about it because I was so stressed at work, and then we start back up again. And we'll get there, okay. Here was the other door thing. Is this considered a Dutch door? It's not. I don't know what to call this. I'm not gonna open it because this has information and research for some of the characters and places and stuff in this book that I'm writing. Again, I didn't finish any of the trackers, but it would have looked cool if I had. And NaNoWriMo, let's get into it. So, I was prepared. I started a free trial for Scrivener. I was dedicated. And then, November 3rd, I got COVID. My husband and I both got COVID. A couple days before, we were like, oh, we're not feeling too great, but it could just be that we're really tired and run down and it'll be fine. And then he was like, my throat hurts. And I was like, really? That sucks. I feel fine. And then a couple days later, I woke up feeling like I was dead. So we went to urgent care, got tested, both had COVID, and I just was so out of it. The brain fog was unreal. I couldn't think. I could barely stand. So I did not get much writing done for NaNoWriMo. I don't want to say I gave up because I did try to go back and write, but I think I was just so discouraged at that point. And then Thanksgiving happened and, you know, work and life. And I can make excuses all night for this, but it is what it is. I'll try again next year. Next year will be better. And I've written since then, so, you know, it's not like I'm not writing at all. This, though, was another month where I just could not muster up the courage to do any other weeklies. I just didn't use it at all. And here we are. December spread. Did not really come out I hate this. Did not really come out the way I wanted it to. Again, that December thing. I don't know what it is. Senioritis? I don't know. I do really like drawing the pine though. And that's it. I haven't done the next weekly yet. Back here, still just more testing, and there we are. So that was 2022 flip through. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back with a couple more videos this month, so stay tuned. See you next time.